Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I want to talk about something that's been on my mind for quite a long time now, and it's something that I at first thought was a little bit weird, but now it's starting to become quite blatant, and it's pretty obvious to me that something has changed. You know, in 2019, something happened, which I'm not going to mention right now because I don't want to get into keywords that will be flagged by YouTube, but something happened in 2019, and quite a lot of people changed. They became more aggressive, they became more belligerent, they became stupider, their cognitive dissonance increased, they became more irrational, more prone to crazy behaviors that they probably wouldn't have done themselves in the past, and more prone to believe things and false narratives, and easier to manipulate by the government and mass media. Now, we've seen this, and I'll show some examples in the video moving forward, as well as some of the reasons why this might be happening from some experts. Again, I don't know them 100%, but let's just go through some of the videos. You guys can make up your own mind, but you can tell me, moving through this video, if you can recognize what I'm talking about. Because for me personally, this is becoming a really, really obvious story that a lot of people need to start talking about. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't ever remember in my past left-wing politics being as irrational as it is right now. I don't remember the left-wing being so angry all the time, the left-wing wanting so much violence, being so ready to perpetrate violence, so being so sure of themselves that they will be willing to lay down their lives to protect people from different countries that actually don't like them very much in the first place. Now, I can't play this clip, but this is a clip of some Antifa activists in Turin, in in Turin, in Italy, attacking a police officer on the ground. And we've seen this in America recently with that man getting shot, the Pretty guy attacking the ICE agents. This is unprecedented. We've never seen this kind of stuff before. We've seen, I mean, in patches maybe, but growing up and throughout my entire life, this is actually a really big change in society, where groups of people are now openly attacking government agents or police officers because they don't politically agree with them. Not because they're going around like the Gestapo, even though they'll say that they are. It's because they just don't agree with them politically. And that is something that I don't think we've seen before. It's kind of strange, right? And we've got here in Minneapolis right now, we've got people in freezing temperatures. Outside, right? Freezing temperatures outside, just doing weird stuff. Why are they doing this? Because they think that the ICE agents are the bad guys. They think that the immigrants are the good guys and they've done nothing wrong and they should stay in their country. And I don't want to get into it too much, but the reason that I want to talk about this particularly is, I mean, it's because of the COVID vaccine. I'm just going to get to it, right? I've seen a massive change in people since the COVID vaccine. People were, groups of people and political groups were already a little bit strange. They were already wanting things that I don't think are in the best interests of their countries. But when you get like these people chanting that the remigration conspiracy is actually real and that they're going to do it and they're doing it for the reasons that everyone said that they were doing it for, that it is about demographic change, that it is about wiping out the far right, getting them out of the country, making sure that the country is never the same again. And the anger and the passion and the vitriol that you see in this, it's very, very strange. I don't see this on the right wing. And the reason I'm saying there's a difference between the right and the left wing, I think you can all agree with me that if you consider yourself right wing, you're more likely not to have taken the vaccine. If you're more likely to have not taken the vaccine, you're more likely to not have any side effects from the vaccine. So what that means is the majority of people on the left, they didn't take one, they didn't take two, they didn't take three, they took multiple vaccines. And they kept on taking them. And I don't believe that these are normal people anymore. I don't believe they are. And let's go through some videos and find out. I'm not just going to tell you this myself. Other people have seen this as well. So let's see what this young lady has noticed. Let's see what she's noticed.
Have you noticed your friends or family who are vaccinated actually have a whole different personality or are more angry, just overall different since getting the injections? Well, there is a strong association between COVID-19 injections and neuropsychiatric disorders. Let's jump in. So this comes directly from the FDA and the CDC, and I'm going to leave the link to the study in the comments, of course, but these were the thresholds that were all breached for being way over. And so you'll see that all these things I'm about to list off are a more likely determination. So these are times as well. So psychosis, 440 times more likely. Dementia, 140 times. Schizophrenia, 315 times. Suicidal thoughts, 150 times more likely. Homicidal ideation, 25 times more likely. Brain clots, 3,000 times more likely.
All right, we get the point, right? So it's not good. And look at that one, brain clots, 3,000 times more likely. So something happened with the vaccine that the government doesn't want you to talk about, and you can't even sue the pharmaceutical companies because I don't know if you all remember this, but before they actually rolled out the vaccine, the government in America, Europe, and in the UK, they gave the pharmaceutical companies legal immunity so that we could never sue them. If there was any problems, if it was found out that they did all this on purpose, that there were known complications and they did it anyway, or even worse, that they actually designed the complications to be injected into you, still can't sue them. I mean, we can find them. I'm sure Fauci is hiding somewhere, but we can't sue them. So there's someone else that's noticed, and look, it's a brown person. I'm not racist after all. Well, no, not entirely.
Charlie Kirk was shot and killed. A lot of people online are happy that this happened to this man. A lot. 100% of the people that are happy took the vaccine. Don't believe me? Do your research. You couldn't find me 5 people who didn't take the vaccine that are happy for this man. Doesn't matter if they agree or disagree with this man. The people that didn't take the vaccine still have a spirit, still have a soul. I'm not saying that everybody that took the vaccine is happy, but 100% of the people that are happy all took the vaccine. Go ahead, do your research. If they're telling you that they didn't take the vaccine and they're happy, they're lying. They're full of shit. They took the vaccine. You people became soulless. You lost your spirit when you took that vax. You became mean, like super mean. You don't like, we used to disagree.
The mark of the devil. Now, if I was a religious man, I would maybe look into that a little bit more. Lots of people say the digital IDs or the QR tag, or maybe when you get the microchip implant, they all say that that's the mark of the devil. Maybe it was the vaccine all along, guys.
Agree with each other and be perfectly fine. Now, if we don't agree with your political beliefs or with your religious beliefs, now you want that person dead. You know how many people want me dead? I don't agree with Christians. I don't agree with Muslims. I don't agree with Catholics or Mormons, but I do not want anything to happen to a single one of them. Those people who don't like my view.
I do. I want them deported. The brown ones, and especially the Muslims. No offense, that's just I want my own country back.
All want me dead, the majority. And guess what? They all took the vaccine. And you don't want to look at it.
All right. Well, anyway, that's another person noticing things. And this is what I'm trying to say, right? All of these things start off small. They all start off really small. Like people just like questioning, going, have you noticed this? And I'm sure you guys have had the same conversation, right? You'll have been at the water cooler at work if you're in America, or the tea room if you're in the UK, and you'll have just been talking to people, unless those people are in the tea room, and then you don't say shit. You don't say shit around them because they're psychos. But if you're around normal people, then you might be like, hey guys, have you noticed how fucking crazy people are these days. And he's like, yeah, I swear down. Like the other day, someone found out that I was going to vote Reform, and they just flipped out. Started calling me a Nazi. Where'd that come from? And these kinds of conversations are going on everywhere. And people are noticing that these people are mental, like proper crazy. And it can't be all of these people have just suddenly got radicalized for no reason. I mean, yes, the universities, they've done a lot of damage, but you can feel it. Since 2019, everything has been turned up to 11 on that side of the political spectrum. How many assassinations have been attempted? Guys, it's just got mega crazy, right? It's not just me. And of course, we've got like these professionals coming out, this epidemiologist and administrator at the McCullen Foundation. He's releasing how the COVID-19 vaccines, I'll just read it straight. Vaccinated individuals experience a greater overall disease burden with more doctor visits, higher rates of COVID-19 infections, increased muscular skeletal issues compared to the unvaccinated. This isn't surprising given the mechanism of action of COVID-19 mRNA injections, instructing cells in vital organ systems to produce toxic spike proteins. Why would they have done that? Why would all of the people that run the pharmaceutical companies and ran politics at that time, especially in America, why would they, the ones that said that, quoting Joe Biden, the white Caucasian race will be wait, I can't do American. The white Caucasian, I can't do it. The white Caucasian race will be an absolute minority in America by 2050. And that's a good thing.
For the first time in 2017, we'll be in an absolute minority in the United States of America. Absolute minority. Fewer than 50% of the people in America from then and on will be white European stock. That's not a bad thing. That's a source of our strength.
That was Joe Biden. Why would someone that want the white population to be a minority in the West by 2050 roll out these horrible vaccines? I think Trump was in power then, wasn't he? It's interesting. Who can you trust? Who can you trust? But anyway, why would they do that? Maybe someone in the comments can give me the answer for why they would let that happen. And he comes on here and says, highly pathological full-length vaccine spike protein in vital organs is a likely and contributing factor. Highly pathogenic. Oh, I thought it said pathological. Highly pathogenic. I don't know what pathogenic means. One sec. It just means viral, like a virus or bacteria. So it can mutate. So I believe that's what it means. It can mutate. It's very changeable. I don't know. Maybe, again, let me know in the comments if you know more than me on this one. I'm just going to look at the videos. I'm going to go on this on a superficial level so you guys can get up to speed rather than just plowing through this and giving you the heavy data, because that turns a lot of people off. So instead, let's go into a couple more videos. Again, this is, you guys can make up your own mind. I'm not telling you this is true. I'm just saying that I've noticed a change. You guys might have noticed a change. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have noticed a big fucking change.
Yes, we have multiple studies now indicating severe behavioral...
I don't know what's going on with the music, guys. I don't like the music. Just stop doing this shit with the music, please.
Changes in those who receive mRNA.
I'm going to turn off the music when I make this video. I'm going to edit it out so you guys don't have to listen to it. Just imagine some... right, that kind of fucking bullshit.
Shots. And that's because now a study by Ota and colleagues that found the mRNA, vaccine mRNA, and spike protein was being produced in cerebral arteries of stroke patients. We know the mRNA shots based on the second largest COVID vaccine safety study ever conducted with 85 million people in it. They found 200% increased risk of stroke after dose 2 of mRNA shots. So we do know it goes to the brain, causes brain damage, neuronal destruction, and that is reflective onto neuropsychiatric conditions. That was found now in a study by Dr. James Thorpe and colleagues. They actually identified 86 neuropsychiatric safety signals for these COVID shots, including homicide, homicidal tendencies, psychosis, schizophrenia, Alzheimer's, cognitive impairment, violent behavior. All of this stuff was found to be in far exceedance of what was reported with the flu vaccinations. And so this is so concerning. And this also corroborates multiple other studies. One out of Korea that found increased Alzheimer's risks, increased cognitive impairment risks. And also another study, I believe also out of Korea, found massive increased risks of depression, sleep disorders, and anxiety from these injections. And so we clearly now know, based on the peer-reviewed evidence, it damages the brain, causes brain damage, resulting in neuropsychiatric conditions.
Well, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it, guys? I'm just being honest. It makes an awful lot of sense. Let's see what this, who is he? Don't know. Let's see if he gives his name. Let's see if he just gives his name in
I
this.
want to add also a comment to what
Fabio Zoffi.
Tina said about the change in personality, depression, and all these things. This is very real. And we have identified the reasons from the theory, and some doctors in Italy have, some pathologists have confirmed that. The spike protein, unfortunately, attacks and destroys also the endocrine system. So the glands producing hormones, and hormones are what make our emotions and feelings and all those things. And so an Italian pathologist near Venice, he went on a newspaper telling that all the brains he had investigated, he found the pineal gland completely destroyed on all the people who were vaccinated. Okay, so the spike protein is also very
great. So then what they've done is they've supercharged emotionally broken libtards. Like, they were already very poor. They were already in very poor control of their emotions. They were already borderline schizophrenic, and now that's just turned everything up to 9,000. It's level 9,000, guys.
very dangerous for the endocrine system. That's why people have these changes in personality, and
All right, one more. This is Professor Sukrit Bhakti.
Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. I am no longer optimistic anymore. And the reason is very simple. The reason is because I'm afraid that these RNA vaccines, mod RNA vaccines, whatever you want to call them,
Devil juice.
have already done their job. And what their job has been, and this is incredible, was not even known to the planners, because they didn't realize that doing. But it is what I said years ago, that the vessels throughout the body are going to be attacked from top to toe. This is something that never happens in any disease, okay? Systemic, meaning the brain, the heart, the liver, everything can be attacked, the vessels.
That's interesting. To stop what was essentially the common cold, they've gave half of humanity a absolutely awful, systemic, generational disease. But they didn't mean it.
And The trouble is that it's turned out to be true. So this systemic vasculitis leads to destruction of brain cells, obviously. And that is what we are now experiencing. We're seeing, I'm afraid to say, billions of people whose brains are not working anymore, not as they should be. They are altered, and they don't have the willpower anymore. They don't have the intelligence anymore to move things. And so the only chance we have is to stop this mod RNA crime, because this crime is going to destroy us. The trouble is that
Oh, it's a bit late for that. It's a bit late for that, buddy. How do you stop something that's already been injected into people? Nicholas Hunt's here as well. What did he say? Oh, he tweeted this. Well, it seems like this guy is on the ball. Nicholas Hulscher, epidemiologist and administrator at the McCullough Foundation. All right, good for you, guy. Good for you. At least he's on the ball. At least he's actually making people more aware of this. This is going to be big news, guys. This is going to be one of those ones again where in the future I'll just be like, hey, there we go. That's another one. That's another one on the bingo card, scratched off. Nice one. I'm so happy that I've been proven right, that another horrific, evil, disgusting conspiracy theory has been proven right.